So what is up guys, Nick here helping you to master your technology. OnePlus 8 Pro versus Samsung Galaxy S20 Ultra. These are the big boys in the Android game. Let's go ahead and begin with a boot up test in 3, 2, 1 and see which one can get there first. Now we are talking about two 5G phones here. One is $1,400 in the S20 Ultra 5G. The other starts at $899, and look at the comparable sizes here. Which one is going to turn on faster? This looks pretty close to me. And looks like the OnePlus says Samsung Galaxy S20 Ultra, go in the corner and sit down, timeout, I beat you on the boot up test. So the OnePlus 8 Pro did turn on faster than the S20 Ultra 5G. So both of these phones do have in-display fingerprint sensors. Let's see how they do perform by comparison. Not a big difference, but OnePlus seems really snappy, I gotta say. But I do like that you can unlock the Galaxy with the screen off. It seems like I have to kind of like turn this one on and then go ahead and unlock it. But at the same time, both of them very nice that they have this feature all together. Now taking a look at the face unlock for this device, you can see similar to the OnePlus, maybe a little bit slower animation. Some people might like it, they might think it looks smoother, but at the same time, a little bit slower to face unlock, but not a big deal of difference. So looking at the current software here on both devices, for the OnePlus, we are running Android 10 coupled with 10.5.4 Oxygen OS. Now for the Galaxy S20 Ultra, I've been checking, I still haven't got the April update yet on this phone, but this is rocking out. This is rocking out with One UI 2.1, which is everyone's favorite One UI who uses One UI, and Android 10 right here. So definitely both on the same software versions, and they're both on the March patches as well. Okay, so here we are with the app test. You can see everything closed out for the Samsung, and now everything closed out for the OnePlus. They're both on the same Wi-Fi network, both 865 chips. This one has 12 gigabytes of RAM. This one has 8 gigabytes of RAM. Let's go into clock. You can see pretty similar. Let's go into calculator. You can see about the same again. Let's go into settings. You can see about the same again. Let's go into Play Store. You can see a little faster there for the Samsung. And let's come home. Let's go into weather. You can see faster there for OnePlus and no ads in that weather app. Let's go into Facebook. You can see pretty quick. I didn't even see that one. Let's go into Snapchat. That looked like the Samsung maybe. Let's go into Twitter. That looked like the Samsung a little bit. We'll hit profile here. Pretty similar. And the thing is, they both have 120 hertz display. So scrolling through your applications is going to be equally fast on both, very quick. Let's go into Instagram. You can see the Samsung loaded that first. But again, when you're actually in that application, I mean, just look at this performance though on the OnePlus for, $899. It's pretty incredible compared to a $1,400 phone that performs basically the same. Let's go into Amazon, 3, 2, 1. You could see Amazon about the same on both phones. We'll come home, we'll go into eBay. And you could see OnePlus on that one. Let's go into Mortal Kombat and see which one could load this game up first. Both with Adreno 650 CPUs. So you don't got to worry about having a good GPU or GPUs. You don't have to worry about having a good GPU in either of these phones. Looks like Samsung's in the lead now over to OnePlus. And Samsung gonna load this game up first, but not by as much as you think, just a little bit. And so we have a winner here. It's the Samsung Galaxy S20 Ultra here for Mortal Kombat. But I mean, come on, look at it was like right there with it. Still, gotta give the win there to Sammy Boy on that one. But you might have noticed that little hang on the landscape rotation right there. That annoys me a little bit with the Samsung phone. I don't know why it does that, but it seems to do that every time. Let's go into Dead Trigger 2. See what happens here. Both loading at a very similar time. OnePlus on that one. We'll hit play at the same time and you'll see Samsung seems to be in the lead here. So maybe the game's slightly quicker right now on Samsung. Again, this is early software for the OnePlus, needs some optimization still. And so let's go to PUBG Mobile and see which one can get here first. You can see once again, loading up very similar on both devices. And again, you got to remember $500 cheaper for the base entry level OnePlus 7 or 8 Pro here. And Samsung and OnePlus loaded that PUBG matchup about the same time. So, I mean, really, what more do you want? Let's go into Geekbench now. You can see that one was very close, couldn't even see it. Let's go into speed test. And you can see, it looked like the OnePlus had that one. So they traded a few apps. They were pretty similar across the board though. And I would definitely conclude this app test in saying that in the real world every day, you're getting almost equal performance. Some people might just prefer Oxygen OS. Some people might prefer the One UI version of this Android software. So let's go through the apps to see if we have any RAM management issues on either. We'll go into Geekbench, nothing there. We'll go into PUBG. Again, when we come out of the app, you'll see that little delay right there. Samsung phones do that, I don't know why. Let's go into Dead Trigger 2 and we're good. We're gonna see that again right here, see that? Let's go into Mortal Kombat. That's not me trying to say it's a bad phone before you start saying, oh, you a Samsung hater and blah, blah, blah. If I was a Samsung hater, I wouldn't buy this phone, bro. Let's go into eBay. And I bought this phone. Samsung didn't send this phone. Let's go into Amazon. You can see nothing. Let's go into Instagram. And let's go home. Let's go into Twitter. And let's come home and let's go into Snapchat. You can see very similar. Let's go into Facebook and very similar, and weather. Very similar again. So both pretty great RAM management. This should show you as well that you probably don't need to get 12 gigabytes of RAM on your next phone. 8 is probably enough for you. Let's go into calculator and coming back, let's go into clock. So superb on both. I would just like to see Samsung update that thing where it hangs on the landscape rotation. And somebody said, well, you got to have on auto rotate or turn that off. I tried both ways. It does it every time either way. So let's go ahead now and run a CPU benchmark. I'll be back when they are done. And so the final Geekbench scores are in, and OnePlus has topped the Samsung in both single and multi-core benchmarks. That should tell you something about how similar these are. Okay, we're in 3D Mark. We're gonna do a slingshot extreme test here on both of them. Let's go. And I'll be back when they are done. Now, 7,174 on the score, the graphics score, 8,190. Now for the Samsung, we actually got a worse overall score, a little bit of a better graphics score, and you can see the physics score a little bit worse as well. Now, I will state that if you see this graphics score, when it came to the games, maybe that little bit better performance there is why we seen a little bit better performance in the game. So a couple updates maybe, and we'll have better GPU performance on the OnePlus. And let's see which one can open up their cameras faster. 3, 2, 1. And you can see OnePlus there. I'll close them out and do this again. Let me close that one out. We'll do this again. 3, 2, 1. You can see it looked like OnePlus a little bit faster again. Now let's go to the front cameras. OnePlus a little faster there. Again, the flippage, I just made that up a little bit quicker there for the OnePlus. And actually the S20 Ultra's camera has been a little bit of a letdown for me in terms of the focus, stuff like that. Also, both of these do have quick launch features. If you do double click the power button, they both do go right into the camera very fast. Okay, so which one is the faster phone? Well, they both have the same chip, same GPU. The OnePlus has a little bit better benchmark scores. I think Oxygen OS is a little bit lighter, so it feels a little bit faster. Just like this much. If I could describe it, it's like, oh, it's that about that much. Just a hair. I can't describe it. It's just so small. The speed differences are not that big of a deal. But what is a big deal is the price between these phones. And you've seen that the performance for the price is extremely high compared to the performance for the price of the Galaxy. Both of them are fantastic devices. It's just gonna come down to preference here between both of these. I think either way you go, you're gonna be pretty happy, but you might not like some of the focusing issues right now on the Samsung Ultra. I might steer you towards the Plus model, which has dual pixel AF. Anyway, which phone would you pick? The OnePlus 8 Pro, the Galaxy S20 Ultra? Between these two in the premium segment, let me know down below. Comment your thoughts, comment your video suggestions, and stay tuned for more upcoming content with OnePlus 8 and 8 Pro, as well as the iPhone SE 2020 coming soon. Thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Nick here helping you to master your technology. Be sure to be well, and peace.